The Three Little Pigs and the Friendly Wolf. Once upon a time, in a cozy little village nestled between the hills, there lived three little pigs named Penny, Pip, and Percy. They were siblings who loved each other dearly, but they couldn't have been more different. Penny was practical and loved to plan ahead, Pip was creative and loved to build things, and Percy was carefree and loved to play all day. One sunny morning, the three little pigs decided it was time to leave their parents' home and build their own houses. They found a beautiful meadow by the edge of a forest and decided to build their homes there. Penny, being the practical pig she was, gathered sturdy bricks and began to build a strong, solid house. She worked hard, laying each brick with care, making sure her house would stand up to any storm. Pip, on the other hand, loved the idea of building a house that was both fun and cozy. He decided to build his house out of sticks, weaving them together to create a charming little cabin. He decorated it with flowers and colorful leaves, making it the prettiest house in the meadow. Percy, the most carefree of the three, decided he didn't want to spend too much time building a house. He found some soft straw and quickly piled it up to make a little hut. It wasn't very sturdy, but Percy didn't mind, he just wanted to have more time to play in the meadow. Days passed, and the three little pigs were happy in their new homes. But one day, a sneaky wolf named Whisker decided to pay them a visit. Whisker had heard about the little pigs and was curious to see their new houses. First, Whisker came upon Percy's straw hut. With a huff and a puff, Whisker blew the house down in an instant. Percy, frightened, ran as fast as he could to Pip's stick house. When Whisker reached Pip's house, he huffed and puffed, and although it took a little more effort, he eventually blew the stick house down too. Pip and Percy, now both scared, ran to Penny's brick house. When Whisker arrived at Penny's brick house, he huffed and puffed with all his might, but the brick house didn't budge. Penny had built her house so strong that not even the big bad wolf could blow it down. Seeing that he couldn't blow the brick house down, Whisker tried to trick the pigs. Little pigs, let me in," he called out sweetly. But Penny was too smart for him. "Not by the hair on our chins," she replied. Frustrated, Whisker tried to climb down the chimney, thinking he could sneak inside. But Penny had already lit a fire in the fireplace. When Whisker slid down the chimney, he was met with a burst of smoke and heat. He yelped in surprise and quickly scrambled back up the chimney and ran away, never to bother the three little pigs again. The three pigs were about to celebrate their victory when they heard a strange noise outside. They peeked out the window and saw something they never expected, a second wolf. This wolf wasn't like Whisker. She was smaller, with soft gray fur, and she didn't seem interested in blowing houses down. Instead, she was sniffing around, looking lost and a little sad. Penny, always cautious, said, "We should be careful. This might be another trick." But Pip, with his creative heart, saw something different. "Maybe she's not here to cause trouble," he suggested. Percy, being the friendliest of the three, decided to take a chance. He opened the door just a crack and asked, "Hello? Can we help you?" The little wolf looked up with big, gentle eyes. "Oh, I'm so sorry if I scared you," she said softly. "My name is Willow. I got separated from my pack, and I've been wandering for days. I didn't mean to cause any trouble, I just didn't know where to go." The pigs huddled together to discuss. Should they trust this new wolf? After some careful thinking, Penny agreed that they should help her. "But we'll keep an eye on her, just in case," she added. So, the three pigs invited Willow inside, and they gave her some warm soup and a place to rest. As they got to know her, they realized that Willow was kind and gentle, nothing like the mean old Whisker. She told them stories of the forest and even showed Pip how to weave stronger baskets out of sticks, which Pip loved. The next morning, as the sun rose, Willow thanked the pigs for their kindness. "I must find my pack," she said, "but I'll never forget how you helped me. If you ever need anything, just call for me, and I'll come running." The pigs waved goodbye as Willow disappeared into the forest, feeling a little braver and a lot wiser. They had not only protected themselves from a dangerous wolf, but had also made a new friend by trusting their instincts and showing kindness. But just as the pigs settled back into their cozy brick house, another sound echoed through the meadow, a deep, rumbling growl. The three pigs peeked out the window again, only to see a massive bear lumbering toward their house. This wasn't an ordinary bear, it was the infamous Boulder, the strongest and hungriest bear in the forest, known for smashing through anything in his path. Penny, Pip, and Percy were terrified. They knew their brick house was strong, but was it strong enough to withstand a bear like Boulder? Before they could even think of a plan, Boulder reached their door and pounded on it with his giant paws. Little pigs, open up. I'm starving, and I need something to eat," he roared. Penny tried to stay calm, but the pigs knew they couldn't just sit and wait for Boulder to break through. Just as they were about to panic, they heard a familiar voice. "Boulder, leave them alone." It was Willow, the friendly wolf. She had heard the pigs' cries and rushed back to help them. Boulder turned to face Willow, growling, "What do you want, little wolf? You think you can stop me?" Willow didn't back down. "These pigs are my friends, and I won't let you harm them. But I have a better idea. If you promise to leave them alone, I'll show you the secret berry bushes deep in the forest where the juiciest berries grow. They're better than any pig you've ever tasted." Boulder was intrigued. He loved berries, but he didn't know where to find the best ones. After a moment of thought, he agreed. "Show me these bushes, and I'll leave the pigs alone." Willow led Boulder deep into the forest, far away from the pig's home. She kept her promise and showed him the secret berry bushes, which were so full of delicious berries that Boulder forgot all about the pigs. The three little pigs watched as Willow disappeared into the forest with Boulder. They couldn't believe how lucky they were to have such a brave and clever friend. From that day on, Penny, Pip, and Percy lived happily in their brick house, not only safe from Whisker the wolf but also from Boulder the bear, thanks to their new friend Willow. And Willow? She became the guardian of the meadow, always keeping an eye on her pig friends, ready to help them whenever they needed her. And so, the three little pigs learned that sometimes, the best protection comes not just from strong walls, but from strong friendships too. The end.